Okay, so we're about to depart on a quest with Terra Shogun Ceanataur. I think we will end up 3-manning, because it doesn't look like anyone else wants to hunt. But just before we depart, I will show you the armor set that I'm using. I've got Capacity Up, which is Load Up, that's the name of it in this era of Monster Hunter. I've also got Bullet Limit, which basically is a skill that makes it so that you always get the maximum number of shots possible when you combine for a shot type. I've also got Element Attack Up, because this is an elemental set. You can see I'm using the White Fatalis Light Bowgun, which is called the Absolute Bow in this game, instead of Absolute Bowgun, which is kind of weird, but whatever. And I've also got Reckless Abandon +1, just to make sure that I do have the potential to deal critical hits. But yeah, I very much enjoyed this set, but I must say that it was very difficult to actually get the Barrage Piercing, which of course is now known as the Barrage Earring. They were originally called Piercings in 1st and 2nd generation. But yeah, unfortunately, you have to actually clear all of the arena quests with all weapon types. That's my memory of it. I really hated doing that, but I really wanted to make this armor set. And I think this is the only set that I use with the Barrage Piercings, so yeah, this is pretty much the situation here. This is the result of all that time spent. And yeah, I think we're going to depart now, because it doesn't look like anyone's coming. Oh, I apparently need to give Vertigo a few minutes for something, so looks like I'll see you guys when we're departing in just a moment. Looks like we are finally about to depart. We had to end up waiting for like 5 minutes for Vertigo to come back. Anyway, what are we hunting again? Oh yeah, Terra Shogun Ceanataur. And don't worry, I have actually organized my inventory this time. I can get away with not having coatings with a bow, but I can't exactly get away with not having ammunition for a bowgun. So yes, I do actually have the ammunition that I want to be shooting today. I have Pierce level 3 just in case I run out of thunder, but I probably won't. I'm also going to open the... Actually, I was going to say I'm going to open the confrontation with Paralysis, but no, I'm the first one here, so I'm not going to start paralyzing before these people are here, because I've got no idea how many shots it will take to paralyze this guy. I'm actually really not used to the sensitivity of the bowgun ADS at this point, because in Generations and Generations Ultimate, and I think also for Ultimate, the sensitivity is super high. Whereas here in the older games, it's fairly low sensitivity to aim down the sights, so yeah, I need to get used to that. Because once you get used to high sensitivity, it's very hard to go back to low sensitivity, I must say. It's usually not too bad to go from low sensitivity to high, but going the other way, very nasty. Okay, I would like to hold off on Paralysis until Einar comes. I've got no idea why he's taking so long to get here, maybe he's AFK or something. I'm not... oh no, he is moving around, but... yeah. He's taking his dear sweet time at the very least. But because I am shooting thunder here in rapid fire, I should be able to, you know, kill this guy before I run out of shots. But even if I don't, I do have Pierce level 3. This gun shoots a little bit of it. So, well, more than a little bit, I would say. But yeah, Terra Shogun Ceanataur is a subspecies of Ceanataur that has not actually appeared in a Monster Hunter game outside of Freedom Unite. Of course, actually, did the crabs appear in 4 Ultimate? I think they did, but they didn't have... oh yeah, that's right, they had Plum Ceanataur in 4 Ultimate, but for some reason they didn't bring Terra Ceanataur back. I've got no idea why. If you're going to have Plum Hermitaur, why not have Terra Ceanataur? Because they are basically equivalents. They are G-rank subspecies of the crabs. So, yeah, I've got no idea, but regardless, I will start building up my Paralysis now. Let's get moving with that. What is our recoil? Pretty high. Oh, Jesus. You can see that Terra Ceanataur does indeed inspire the Rust Razor Ceanataur a little bit, because he's more of a water beamy sort of Ceanataur as compared to the regular. But, oh, Jesus, and he moves very fast as well, as you can tell. I don't know if we're going to need all 12 shots, but assuming that we do, I will try not to miss any of these. I'll just be doing 1 Paralysis, which is generally what I do with my bowgun, unless I'm actually going for a status bowgun. Oof, okay, he didn't do a spin around attack this time, fortunately. Now, I don't know if he can cancel the Paralysis by going underground like that. He probably can, but we do still have 6 shots left, so we should be alright. He hasn't left yet. No, I don't think he's leaving. I don't think he actually leaves an area by burrowing, although he might. What are you pinging for? If he put down a trap, it's not time yet, because we are about to have a paralysis. In fact, I couldn't even get done with my sentence before he did get paralyzed, so there you go. Probably would have been better to just attack him with the frickin' elemental shots, to be honest, but maybe it did something of worth. Of course, because we are playing... I'll see, he left, and he can leave by burrowing, as it turns out. I don't know where he went, so I'm going to Psycho Serum. Alright, he went further north. Now, one thing that I would like to say is that I do very much enjoy the atmospheric nature of the Kokoto Swamp. If you actually listen to this place, you've got a lot of background noises, and when I say listen to this place, I mean like when you're outside of a hunt and actually listen. It's very interesting to just hear the background noises, and I love it. And it's also got a very dark, melancholic feel to it. Unfortunately, I do have a plant in my way, so I'm going to try and not have that there. You can also sort of see a reflection in the water here. I just really like this area. Monster Hunter 1 was just a much darker Monster Hunter. And of course, this is a Monster Hunter 1 location, or first generation Monster Hunter location at the very least. Okay, he's burrowing again. I'm just running around because I don't want to lose too much health going up against this guy. So I will play it safe and just run. It is the best thing to do with any Ceanataur, much less Terra Shogun. Looks like he's not going for me, so I should be alright. That's the best way to do it, just go through his legs like that. And again, really terrible this sensitivity, but once I get used to it, it'll be okay again, I would imagine. That's probably the biggest difference in bow gunning between here, in this game, and the more recent games. It's the difference in sensitivity when going ADS, because I almost can't handle it in these games, but anyway. You can see that the amount of damage I'm taking is very high. This is a G-rank monster and I have gunner defense, so for the most part I do have to avoid getting hit. I've only got 297 defense, mainly because I have the barrage piercing, which is a high rank equipment piece. And yeah, you do get punished for having high rank equipment, particularly with a bowgun set. But it's worth it. It's worth it for the skill. Capacity up is very good. I could be aiming for the claws, but I don't think they're good for elements, so I'm just going to aim for damage, because I don't actually need anything from Terra. I have killed a lot of Terra Ceanataur, but to be honest, I've sold most of his materials. Oop. As you can see, I'm totally missing his face because he's moving around a lot. I've got Eoprey coming after me here. And it was funny because in my last Doomlink's live hunts recording, at least as of this recording here in Random Hunts, which is, by the way, taking place on the 28th of July, I was actually referring to the Eoprey as Roggy, and I don't know why. It was pretty funny, but I think I legitimately thought they were Roggy and I just didn't look properly. I don't think Roggy even exists in Generations Ultimate, so there you go. Just a weird thing. It's strange to me that they would have Jaggy but not Roggy or Baggy, but anyway. I guess they can't have everything, and they do have a lot of things in Generations Ultimate. Oh dear. But I do enjoy going back to the older games and having monsters to fight that I can't fight in the newer Monster Hunter games. That sort of incentivizes you to return to the older games. Otherwise, it sort of feels like there's no point. But I imagine that if they were to include subspecies in Generations Ultimate, the amount of content would just be unreasonable. There would just be way too many. I mean, think of how many monsters are in Generations Ultimate without any subspecies. It's a lot. You don't really need more monsters in Generations Ultimate than what they already have, so it just goes to show that it would be quite unreasonable if they also had subspecies. I honestly think, like, if I had to decide between deviants and subspecies, I'd go with subspecies. I very much enjoy the deviant fights. I just hate the quest system. I think it's absolutely stupid. But I've talked about that a number of times. Where are you? Oh, you're coming after me, and I have to heal up again because you hit like an absolute truck. Oh, he's doing the attack where he goes in different places, quite far from each other each time, which is particularly annoying. He's going back down again, come on. I don't know why Einar's going with fire damage. He probably doesn't have too many options to choose from. That's generally how it works, because he did check the weakness, but I don't know where he goes at any time. I really don't. Maybe he returned to the place we were before. Oh no, they seem to know where he's going. Makes sense. They've been playing this game more than I have recently. I'm going to need to have a hot drink, so I will go and drink that now. But yeah, unfortunately Psycho Serums are absolutely necessary for me, because I really don't know the movement patterns of these monsters anymore. I just forget them. unfortunately. But one thing that I have noticed also is that Psycho Serums have a much longer lasting effect in the newer Monster Hunter games as opposed to, oh, he was pinging because he wanted to capture. Well, that's unfortunate. It's kind of crazy that we didn't end up breaking any of the claws. I don't think we broke anything, technically. Okay, I need to get rid of paralysis shots, and I'll also swap out my thunder shots, because I don't really need them. Might keep my pierce, though, unless I really have to get rid of something else, but you can see that I still have whetstones in my inventory, because I really don't want to have to reorganize my inventory in a major way each time I decide to gun. So, yeah, there's no gunner pouch or anything like that. There's no ammunition pouch either, so for me, I just I really hate it. I hate this. I mean, you need to have one or the other, either a gunner pouch or an ammo pouch, but god damn it, if you don't have either of them, it's very nasty. And I kind of felt that way even when I was playing this game as my first Monster Hunter, without having try as an example of how to actually have guns. I believe they had an ammunition pouch and a gunner pouch, so yeah, or an ammunition page, an ammunition section to the pouch. I don't really know how to refer to that in such a way as to not make it confusing, because, you know, the ammunition page and the gunner pouch are two very different things. One's an extra page and one's like completely separate to the Blademaster pouch, but anyway. There we go, that's Terra Shogun Ceanataur, and we'll see what we hunt next. Alright, so we are about to depart on a Pink Rathian quest, and I'll be using a hammer this time around, so I do expect to not exactly have the most fun. I mean, I do enjoy hammer a little bit in this game, it's just, I've talked about it before, but it doesn't feel nice. If you're used to hammer as it was in 3rd generation and 4th generation, this is not going to feel nice to you. Basically, going triple pound is not a good idea unless the monster is in a position where it's not doing anything, because triple pound doesn't feel great, but it's more than anything else is the fact that you can't chain your combos. Like, you can't do a golf swing and then hold R and like begin charging and then do whatever you want at that point. Once you've done the golf swing, you're stuck. You need to roll, you need to get out of there. And also the super pound is kind of strange, but you guys will see that when we actually go on the quest and I try to hammer a Rathian. I should do okay, it's just that it's been a little while, so maybe I won't be doing too terribly well. We'll have to see. You can see that Vlad is using a hunting horn. I have, I think, all the hunting horns that I wanted for this game. Maybe there's one or two that I don't have, I'm not too sure. Hunting horn is not really a high priority for me, as you can imagine. But I do have the hunting horn that he's using. It's one of the best in the game. It's the Yamatsukami hunting horn, and it has a paralysis status. Where the hell are we? What are we even hunting? We are hunting Pink Rathian, and she will start somewhere. Oh, definitely not here, Jesus. I actually had no idea where the hell I was, but we are currently in the old jungle, which is the jungle location of 1st generation, and I think she will start in the area where we can't really fucking see anything. You guys will see what I mean, because there's a particular area with this area here. You can't freaking see anything, it's terrible. And it doesn't look like she starts here, so that's kind of annoying. Looks like she starts in the cave or something, I don't know, where the hell is she? Do I need to go over... Ugh. Whatever, we'll work it out. I think did I top up my Psycho Serums or did I forget? I forgot. I don't really want to use one yet, okay, looks like. She has been found. And we will get to this place by going this way, as far as I'm aware. Should work. But yeah, this is old jungle, not a nice location. It's very, I mean, I can tell you right now that it's a very nice location. Oh, fuck off, I'm trying to climb this thing! Oh my god. There's nothing more fucking frustrating than trying to climb in this game and being attacked by small monsters. There is nothing more annoying. I got knocked off first by a frickin' Vespoid. Then I got assaulted by, oh Jesus, that nearly hit me. But yeah, and then I got assaulted by a frickin', what am I, Velociprey, that's right. Now, I think whoever has hosted this has a shitty connection, maybe, because it looked like the Rathian was teleporting a little bit. Oh, fuck off, will you? Of course, I'm using a hammer here, so it will be easy for me to get flinched. Now, I'm doing the 2nd level charge at the moment with the hammer, which is a sort of a 2-part attack, as you can tell. This is an opportunity for a golf swing, maybe. Oh, Unfortunately, bounced off the freaking wing there, that wasn't good. Managed to get out of the way of the tail, fortunately. But yeah, for the most part, oh my god. For the most part, super pounds are the way to go when you are using hammer in this game, until the monster is stuck in one place, that is. Oh, I was hoping to actually get that. I know it looked as if I wouldn't because it was kind of far away, but the super pound is pretty interesting in this game. It has a very strange hitbox. It's almost a diagonal hitbox. But, and it also has quite a great range to it. There we go. So of course oh, that was already a KO. There we go, golf swing in the face, and that happened just before the tail was cut. As I mentioned in the Ceanataur fight, there is an invulnerability period when the monster is undergoing the tail cut animation. So fortunately, I managed to get that golf swing off before she had an invulnerability period. She's doing a secondary attack there. Uh-oh, no, 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 no. Maybe I can get the golf swing to hit? No, I don't think so. Maybe land compensation dealt the damage, but... Alright, we're going to do another level 2 here. Oof. As you can see, Rathian, not a pleasant fight in general. The same can be said of Rathalos, I will say. Also, I've mentioned this before, but you need to keep the hell away from that tail when she's doing that, because... Oh, there we go. She fortunately didn't reposition too heavily there. Have another head opportunity. There we go, I've lost my sharpness. This is, of course, the White Fatalis hammer, by the way. I'll have another head opportunity. There we go. Oh, get out of the way of that. Whoa. We've got attack more powerful. I don't know why he didn't do that first. I mean, the stamina was good, but I think it's better to boost everyone's attack right off the bat. No stamina loss extended. Missed my super pound. Yeah, this Pink Rathian's not having a good day at all. Where's my frickin' KO, guys? I'm saying guys as if I'm speaking to the game developers. Which is kind of funny. Okay, turn around and face me. Look at me. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I actually hit the legs there in spite of my positioning, which will give you an idea as to what the super pound hitbox is like with the hammer. It's really weird. Very strange. You'll understand if you actually use hammer in this game. It doesn't feel normal. And by the way, I do mean this game as in second generation. Do not use the frickin' hammer in first generation, because that thing doesn't even KO. So, yeah, don't do it, please. I did have Vlad assist me there with the KO, which was very nice. Be able to get a golf swing on the face here, there we go. And I do roll here because that's pretty much the best way to deal with it. Okay, unfortunately, I'm not getting... Well, I was going to say hopefully I don't get flinched too much by the gunner, but I did get flinched a little bit before. Ooh. I'll go for a level 2 here. No! Ooh. Fortunately, the tail has been cut, so I'm not getting affected too... Or rather, I'm not at as great of a risk from that tail as I would be otherwise. Just going for a small attack here. Ooh. I'm actually glad that I'm able to use the hammer reasonably well in this game still. Vertigo, not a good idea. He did not end up getting hit by me somehow. That just goes to show how weird the super pound is. Okay, this time, no, he didn't get hit even that time. It's kind of crazy. There we go. That is a dead Pink Rathian. Poor bastard. Of course, we are in G rank, but as I said, 4 people at G rank level, not a problem. You can see Einar is using full Crimson Fatalis, the bowgun, and the armor set. And the armor set, of course, gives a mixed skill, in other words, a single skill with 2 effects, which I believe is Adrenaline plus 2 and Guts in the same skill. So it works very nicely as a single skill. We do have the tail to cut here. I will try to demonstrate a little bit of Hunting Horn for you guys. I think I did demonstrate Hunting Horn in a Chameleos hunt somewhat recently in the Random Hunt series, but it's kind of awful in the old games. They changed it a great deal in Portable Third. So basically, Portable Third is the game that we can thank that made it so that you can really hunt the monster while playing songs. In other words, you can actually attack and play the notes. You can see that Vlad has to enter an actual recital mode to play songs. He can't actually attack, really. So, like, he's not just performing the song here, he's playing the notes individually while doing that animation. So, it's kind of a different experience to play Hunting Horn. in this era of Monster Hunter, and in my personal opinion, that was a Rathian plate, by the way. In my personal experience, it's not that enjoyable, but some people like it. I do it from time to time for fun. And I say for fun because it's fun once, and then after that it gets annoying, then you need a break again. That's my personal feeling. But anyway, I'll see you guys at the next hunt.